These cookies you brought in are what?
These are cricket flour pumpkin cookies.
Cricket flour, that is flour made
from 100% ground up crickets.
100% ground up crickets.
So the flour is the crickets.
Yeah, there's some other flour mixed in because you have to get the properties. The crickets don't, they don't have the same flour properties.
Right. But it's probably better than regular flour.
Yeah, there's a lot of protein in it.
Yeah.
And complete protein, some iron, some prebiotics, which you're still studying, but it's good for your gut.
Okay. So, all right, and these are cookies that are made with crickets. Okay, I got it. But there are no crickets like sticking out.
No, I
thought at first.
Antenna. Or
you're not going to get a leg in your teeth.
Well, right. Andrew had these already, and I can hear sounds coming from his stomach. So I'm not sure what
they're growing inside.
Sounds like a summer night.
Yeah, that's right. So, the sun's gone down. It's a little foggy out there, and that's Andrew. Okay. So, by the way, there's a website, budscricketpower.com. And you have here, now what is this? This is 100% pure cricket powder.
Yes, yeah.
Which you would not know that this is simply 100% ground
crickets.
Dried crickets.
There's about 1,000 crickets in that little bag.
Wow.
Just ground up.
What do you do with that? Just put it on as a topping?
No, with that you add an ingredient. That's a bit like cocoa powder on its own. It doesn't taste all that great, but when you add it to pasta, it tastes really good.
So you put it on pasta or in
pasta? So you
mix
it in the dough. Yeah.
And you believe that this is there's a health benefit?
There's a health benefit. It's complete protein.
Okay.
There are studies about the prebiotics of it, so how it helps your gut.
Yeah.
There's been some positive studies, but they've done with like 20 people. So.
Right. Okay.
So it's interesting that you talk about it being protein. A lot of people, they lift weights, they'll use a protein powder. I see you have a canister there.
Yeah.
So you can do it too as like a shake or a smoothie or something.
Yeah.
Like
so this we've added. Like this is the prototype. We're still working on it, but I mean, if you want to smell it, it smells like chocolate. It's better than chocolate whey. That's the stuff you want right there. It's like that. If you don't know how to use it, it might not be all that great. This, add water, add milk,
and that's it.
That's it. And it's complete. It's got all your amino acids, everything.
Now I'm noticing this is 140. The serving size is a third of a cup of this powder.
Yeah.
Cricket powder, and that's all that's in it is you call it cricket flour, house crickets, and that's it, right?
Yeah, nothing added.
Ground up,
dried, frozen.
But there's 7 grams of fat in crickets.
There is some fat.
But that's got to be a good fat, right?
Yeah, I mean we're eating an animal here. Crickets they're smaller than cows, but at the end of the day it is an animal. So
good point. Okay.
So what got you on the insect kick though? Like how you started thinking like this could be a healthy thing and maybe a delectable.
Yeah,
sellable item.
How did I start?
Yeah.
So for me, like I'm all about bugs. I was in Vietnam and I was, at a bar. They were popping crickets like they do bar nuts.
Wow.
Yeah. So
like basically like potato chips.
Yeah, it was like
fried up crickets.
Yeah, they're like fried and put in a jar and they'll go great with cold beer. And
what were you doing in Vietnam, by the way?
I was studying abroad. So that was in Union, and so that I was like trying them. I was like, these are really good.
Yeah.
Went back to Union. That led to more research. Led to a senior thesis. Then I went to West Africa, where I grew edible insects for 10 months through a fellowship through Union. Then I got out, didn't really know what to do. Some guy was like, "Hey, let's start a business," and that's how I ended up in Saratoga.
And it's part of your philosophy here, and when you were doing this in Africa, was for countries that struggle and getting healthy foods and food in general that is impoverished countries. Is that kind of the concept?
That is part of the concept. So there's a lot about how are we going to feed all these people in 50 years. With Africa and with a lot of places, they're so easy to grow because you don't need water, you don't need much food. You could grow, just in this table space, I could grow 70 pounds of crickets in 6 months.
Yeah.
So it's like if you have very little space, very little resources, you can grow. Now we were growing a very different insect in Ghana, but yeah, that's the concept.
I could help you grow stink bugs. We have them all over the place. They're infested. It's unbelievable.
This could be a new version of Utica grind. I mean,
it could be. You're right.
Yeah. Well,
it really could be.
In Mexico, I'm going to butcher the name. There's these things called humules, and they go out like crazy. Kind of like like this time of year, right? When it gets so cold, they swarm your house. They love them. Apparently, it tastes like apples.
They eat them.
Festivals. I think they make wine out of them.
Wow.
Too. Yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to.
So are crickets healthier than ants? Because I actually ate ants one time.
I don't know the flavor profile of ants, but ants are pretty good. I mean, they have all sorts of different. It's like really a whole new culinary. There's some real top-notch Michelin chefs using ants right now.
So, Bill, what do you say? Should we share a cookie?
No. You can have one though.
If you try one, I'll have a second.
All right.
It's not even about the thing. It's just about because we're eating stuff anyway. You eat stuff anyway.
So you said you're on a keto diet, right?
Even a little more strict than that.
Well, do you want something a little more strict? Keto?
Nope. I think this segment's almost over.
Oh, yeah? I got some grasshoppers right here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. They're pretty good. From Mexico.
Jeff tried the cookie.
All right, so here's the thing. I think
what the hell is this, for God's sake?
I have a very weak stomach, and had you told me I was going to consume a cricket or cricket parts, I wouldn't have tried it. Angelo, our great intern here, who's about to get demoted, said, "Would you like?"
Did he trick you?
He tricked me. He said, "Would you like a cookie? It's a pumpkin cookie." I said, "Sure, I'll have one."
I thought they were coming from North Star, right? Originally.
I've had their cookies
or the Franklin.
Yeah, and what I said was, "Oh yeah, this is good. I've actually had the pumpkin cookies." And then he told me that it's based on the cricket powder, and I didn't know it. I didn't taste it, and even after he told me, despite the fact that I have a very weak stomach, I did finish the cookie. They're very good. I've got to be honest, the chocolate chip in there, now knowing that it's got crickets in it, when I bit the chocolate chip, the texture threw me, right? Because in my mind, all I'm thinking is crickets.
So the chocolate chip has crickets in it?
No, it doesn't. But just that crunch in the mouth when you know you're eating something with crickets, you're like, oh, that's a cricket.
Yeah,
but it wasn't. They're ground up, and I said to him, there's no legs and wings that I was going to get stuck in my teeth or something. It's all ground. It's all powder. It was very delicious. Please.
And what is that? That's just grasshopper.
Yeah, so like I love the powder, but what I'm really passionate about is like eating experience, eating with people, and I love trying new things. So these are chapalinas. They're from Mexico. They're very popular there.
Okay. Yeah.
What's a chapalina?
It's a grasshopper.
Oh, just a grasshopper.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to see them?
See, again, I would never, knowing what that is, I could never eat that.
They're spiced. They're really good.
It is interesting. It is interesting, though, how we, depending on culture, depending on how you were brought up, when you say, "Oh my God, that's disgusting," like go to India and eating beef. Oh my God, that's disgusting. When dog. Places around the world where dog and cat are consumed, we would think that's the most disgusting thing in the world, but
and that's.
It's how you're brought up, I guess.
There's 2.5 billion people, that's what they say anyway, in the world that eat some sort of insect. So they are good. People don't eat things like that when that's good. It's just a matter of how do we make them good.
So do you have, like, with our food stock, we have the USDA obviously investigating to make sure everything is safe, and so how do you monitor that type of thing when you're going to do insects?
It's like, I'm sorry you've got crickets in your we're going to shut you down.
I mean, is there a way that you can assure that it's a quality that somebody's not going to get sick? You talk about a probiotic. I may have to recommend this to Lorraine because she's into the probiotic stuff. And
So with the crickets, at first it was very difficult. So like the existing laws actually monitor how little insect fragments you can have in your food. There's actually insects in all your flowers and vegetables. And
your can of mushrooms. You get a can of mushrooms. They say there are so many. I hate to say, but maggots and
it's a lot worse things than crickets in there.
Yeah.
But with the crickets now, they have to be farm raised. We follow HACCP standards, which are international hygiene, GMP, GAP, good agriculture practices, that kind of thing. It's kind of the guidelines. We need more legislation on this area.
Joe, this is.
Give me your card. We'll talk about it.
You could do a day at the Senate where you bring them in and let everybody try the food.
We can talk about that.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
Close by. Now, what is? Maybe we'll bring you to Albany that day too. What is the benefit of this right here? Now, these
that's just cool.
That's just cool.
Yeah.
So there's no real benefit
really
to it or anything.
Well, there probably are. I just don't. I don't know if anyone's really done a complete nutritional profile on those.
And you like these?
I love those. Yeah.
You made those?
You can.
I did not actually.
You can eat the grasshoppers from Mexico. Just don't drink the water. That's the problem down there. Yeah. All right. Your website again is what is it again?
It's Bud's Cricket Power or Harrison FG. That's Harrison as in HarrisonFoodGroup.com.
And maybe the two of you can.
Will.
And this could be a big step for you in Albany.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.